Lesson 7-5, Indirect Measurement. The objective here is to learn to use proportions and similar figures to find an unknown measure. So let's say you're out in the woods and you want to find the height of a tree. But it's going to be difficult to climb up that tree and actually measure it. You can figure out, let's say there is a shadow of that tree, and we can determine the length of that shadow. And the length of that shadow is 7 feet. Now this tree, if you notice, if we just take a line and draw right through that tree there, we can attach, using a hypotenuse, we can create a triangle between the tree and the shadow. And we want to know the height of the tree, that's h. A little ways away, our friend is standing. We know that our friend is 6 feet tall. And he casts a shadow 2 feet in length. If we think of drawing a line straight through him and attaching the shadow to that height, we could come up with another triangle. They're both right triangles, and since the sun's coming at the same direction, they are similar figures. And because they're similar figures, we can use that information there. We can come up with a proportion to figure out what h is, what the height of that tree is. So let's first off think about a ratio. We can look at a ratio of the base to the base. So we have the base of this triangle, the length of the shadow of the man is 2 feet. And the length of the shadow of the tree is 7 feet. So we could say the ratio of the bases of these triangles is 2 to 7. And we can create a proportion and say that then we have the ratio of the height of the man to the height of the tree, or the height of the man, which is 6 feet, to the height of the tree, which is the unknown h. So with this proportion, we can now use cross products to determine what h is. So I have 2 times h equaling 7 times 6, or 2h equals, and 7 times 6 is 42. I want to get h by itself, so I'm going to divide. It's 2 multiplied by h. I want to undo our multiplication, so I'm going to divide by 2, and I want to make sure that I'm keeping things in balance, so I'm going to divide 2 on the other side. 2 divided by 2 is 1, and we end up with just h by itself. And 42 divided by 2 is 21. We're measuring in feet, so h, the height of the tree, is 21 feet. That is one way we can use indirect measurements, knowing the length of a couple of the sides of similar triangles to find out the length of the height of one of the sides.